Hi everyone, in my last short video, I showed you that how you can call C++ functions inside JavaScript. Now in this video, I will show you how it actually works step by step. First, let's understand the process using this diagram. We write C++ function using node-addon-api library that helps C++ communicate with Node.js. And then we use node-gyp, which is a command line build tool that compiles this C++ code into a .node file. This .node file is the final module that loads inside JavaScript like a normal JS module using require function. These modules are also called native Node.js add-ons. Now let's implement this. Open your terminal, initialize the project, install the node-addon-api library, create a file here, name it addon.cpp and open it. First, include the node-addon-api library. This helps C++ code to communicate with Node.js. Next, define a function here called add. This is a function that JavaScript will call. An API number means JavaScript number. This function receives data from JavaScript using callback info. Now we need to get the environment where our JavaScript code is running because it is required when we need to create JavaScript values. Let's get the first argument using info0. As this is a JavaScript number, we need to convert this into a C++ number. And same for the second argument using info1. After that, return the sum of A and B. I also pass the environment here because we are creating a new JavaScript value. Basically, this function takes inputs from JavaScript, processes it in C++, and sends the result back. Now, how do we make this function available in JavaScript? For that, we need to create another function called init. This function runs whenever we load this module in JavaScript. This function simply sets the add function in exports object with the key name add and returns the exports object back to JavaScript. Finally, we register this module using node-api module function. Here I pass the module name which is addon and init function. If you feel this too complex, don't worry, I explain it to you in simple words. Let's start from bottom to top. The Node API module tells the Node.js that I am a module and my name is Addon. Whenever someone wants to use me, run the init function. The init function sets the add function in exports object, which is a JavaScript object with the name add, and then it sends the exports object back to JavaScript. Here, this is our add function that simply takes two numbers from JavaScript, calculates the sum, and sends the result back. Now it's time to compile this code into a .node file. For this, we use node-gyp, which is a command line build tool to compile C++ code written using node-addon-api library into a .node file. Let's install it. Open your terminal, install node-gyp globally so we can use it from anywhere. Let's check if it's installed or not. And it is. Before compiling, we need to write the configuration file for node-gyp to tell it how you build the add-on. For that, create a new file here, name it binding.gyp and open it. I already wrote the configuration. You don't need to memorize this file, just understand what it does. Here we define the target name, which will be the final name of our addon file. Then we specify the source file, which is our addon.cpp. Next, we include the node-addon-api library, so our C++ code can use it. The rest of the settings are just build configurations. So in simple words, this file tells a compiler how to compile our C++ code into a usable module. Let's build the module. First, we need to give this configuration to node-gyp by using this command node-gyp configure and then build the module. After that, you can see the new build folder here. Open it. Inside this, there is another release folder. Open it. You can see the addon.node file here. This is our final module. Now you can load this inside JavaScript like a normal JS module. Let's test this. And it works. You can get this code from my GitHub. I give the link of my GitHub in description. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends.